Welcome to the first video on scales and chords 1. And today we are gonna talk about the major scale. But before the major scale, really quickly, what is a scale? A scale is a set of notes ordered by pitch, and every scale has its own unique formula in steps. And for the major scale, this formula is 1 1/2, 1 1 1/2. And this is something that you are going to remember. 1 1/2, 1 1 1/2. So, what the heck does this mean? Well, let's talk about it. How do we use this formula? First of all, what does these 1 1/2s mean? A 1 1/2 means the steps between notes. 1 is a whole step. In England, they call that a tone. And half, I just mean a whole step, which is in England called a semitone. So the smallest possible step, for example, from here you can see the piano diagram from C to C sharp, is a half a step. From C sharp to D, half step, half step, half step, half step. And a whole step would be two small steps together. So a whole step from C would go to D, and from D to E. It is really important to remember that between E and F and between B and C, there is no note in between. We have like all those notes. We have C sharps, we have D sharp, F sharp, G, A. We have what we call the black keys. We don't have those between E and F, and we also don't have those between B and C. So, how do we use this formula? If you would start on any note and you follow this formula in steps, then you create the major scale. So, let's do this. Let's try to make the G major scale. So we notate all the bass notes, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, and now we are gonna check if we need to add any flattened or sharp notes. So, do we have a whole step between G and A? Let's check between G and A, because between G and A is a black key, right? So G, G sharp, that's half a step, and from G sharp to A is a whole step. So from G to A, yeah, that's a whole step. Oh yeah, and that close. We have a whole step between A and B, between A sharp, B. Yeah, that's a whole step. We have a half step between B and C. Yes, because between B and C is no note in between, or at least not on the piano. We don't have a B sharp in the middle of B and C, so a half step from B already is C. Is there a whole step between C and D? Yeah, because from C we go to C sharp to D, 2 steps. That's a whole step. Yeah. From D to E is a whole step. Yep. And then from E to F is a whole step. Well, no, because from E to F is a half step. So that's not wrong. That's not right, I mean. And we have a half step between F and G. Well, also that's not correct. So how would we fix this? Well, after E, we need a whole step. So we have E on the diagram, then we go to F, and then we go to F sharp. And if we make it an F sharp, then a half step after F sharp is a G. And that's how we fix this. So if we play the G major scale, we have the notes G, A, B, C, D, F sharp, and G. Let's do another example. Let's make the F major scale. So here we have all the bass notes, so to speak, and now we're gonna check with flats and sharps. So between F and G, whole step from F is G. Yeah, that's correct, because there is an F sharp in between, so those are 2 small steps making it a whole step. From G to A, G sharp A, yeah, that's a whole step. And from A to B must be a half step, but that's actually a whole step, so that's not correct. And then from B to C must be a whole step, but that's now half a step. So that's also not correct. And the rest does. So how do we fix this? Well, again, from A, we must have a half step, and then we go to A sharp or B flat. So we play a B flat. And here we have now the F major scale. F, G, A, B flat, C, D, E, and F. And let's try to make one for yourself. Let's pause the video and remember the formula and steps. 1 1 half, 1 1 1 half. Let's see. So we have D, E, F, G, A, B, and C, and now we're gonna check with flats or sharps. So from D to E must be a whole step D, D sharp E, yeah, that's a whole step. Then a whole step from E would not be F, because that's a half step. So what note would we make that? Then it must be an F sharp, because from E to F sharp is now a whole step. And from F sharp to G must be a whole step, which it is. Then G to A must be a whole step, well, that's already a whole step. From A to B must be a whole step, which it is. From B to C must be a whole step, which it's not, because between B and C there is no black key in between. So a whole step from B, which note would that be? That would be half a step is C, another half step is C sharp. And from C sharp to D is again half step. So D, E, F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, and D. Now, I just made this video to make you aware that every scale or mode has its own formula and steps. But personally, I hate the method of using steps. So the best way to do this is probably using the circle of fifths, which is our new friend, which we are going to learn right now. Hope you are excited, and this is gonna make so much more sense.